Good morning, and welcome to the DFS Army YouTube channel. I'm Razzle11, and you can find me on X at Razzle11Grinds. Here to take a look at some pitching for today, the 3rd of July. It is Friday. We do have an 11-game main slate this evening. Not sure about weather at all since it is earlier in the morning. Haven't had a chance to look at any updates or anything. Rolled out of bed about 25 minutes ago. Just getting this started, get it out to you, because it's a day full of July 4th-esque festivities around here. Everybody's off on a Friday. Big get-together, grilling out, beverages, swimming, all the fun stuff that goes on for the 4th of July. Maybe some fireworks later if we can last that long. Getting up there in age. My bed's already calling my name, and I just rolled out of it. So, anyways, I hope you guys have a fun and very safe 4th of July weekend. But there's plenty of money to be won in the DFS world, specifically the MLB world. We're here to take a first look at the pitching options on the slate, and I will be looking at DraftKings as that is where a majority of my action is. If you play in FanDuel, cut my pool in half or so. Pricing isn't quite as tight. You don't have to be as creative. It allows you to get stacks you want with an upper tier-ish pitcher. Now let's just jump right in. Minnesota and the Yankees. I wish we could trust somebody like Paredes a little bit more. Finally getting extended. The Yankees' offense has been pretty bad over the last handful of weeks, but I just can't get to Paredes on the slate. Garrett Cole, the last 2 starts have been real bad. Really only has 2 strong, or I guess good to strong starts in the 7 that he's made so far. So there is some worry. This Minnesota Twins offense, last I had looked the other day, leads the AL in total runs scored. I think we're going to play Garrett Cole, but I do have reservations. We expect him at some point to kind of wake up and get back to being himself, but that's the big thing coming back from Tommy John. Especially older, it's just tougher to get back from it. So we're going to see a lot of different up and downs from him. Obviously, you saw a month ago his second start, first one against Kansas City, where he struck out 10. He hasn't gotten to that number at all. In fact, it was just 2 and 3 starts ago where he combined to have 11 for the first time over a 2-start stretch. So there's volatility, but this tells me here that vintage Garrett Cole is still in there. So I do want to utilize him on a slate like this. Baltimore, Cincinnati, I don't think we're getting to pitching. I am debating Trevor Rogers. He has looked better recently, especially against the Dodgers and then Washington. Cincinnati, obviously, there are plenty of strikeouts there, but there's plenty of ISO and power against left-handed pitching as well. Volatile ballpark for him to be pitching in. So I do have some concerns, but I think there is enough upside that I have to at least consider him. Brady Singer on the other side, no thank you. He had cut back his home run issues a bit until last start where he gave up 2. Feels like a spot where Baltimore hits a couple home runs off of him, if I'm being honest. White Sox, Cleveland, Gavin Williams, somebody that I'm always playing. Hasn't been overly sharp. Excuse me. Recently, his best start over the last month came against this White Sox squad, which was 2 starts ago. But he's pitching at home where he's been phenomenal. So just numbers at home are just excellent. Nearly a home run every 10 innings at home, where it's every just over 5 innings on the road. K numbers are stronger. Well, not quite as strong, I guess. My mental math not working out very well. Similar enough, but just overall, he's had more success when pitching at home. And that's where we have him today. The White Sox lineup, obviously dangerous, but I like Gavin Williams for upside. The other side, Anthony K. His best start of the season came against this Cleveland squad. just a week and a half ago. 101 pitches in that one as well. Shocking. But uh, he's certainly viable because the Cleveland lineup is just so weak right now without J-Ram and Angel Martinez. DeLauder's back, but they sit him against some left-handed pitching, even though his left-handed pitching splits are decent. I think K is probably like a last man into your pitcher pool at this point, and I wouldn't blame you for passing on him, but I also wouldn't blame you for wanting to double the field on him in that matchup. Mets Braves, Christian Scott looked decent in his first start back. I am really tempted to consider him against Atlanta. Their offense is, I don't know, really cooled off. He's been at his best on the road so far. Just one home run allowed in 25 road innings. Pretty solid numbers, but I'm not sure I'm going to get to Christian Scott today. I don't know if it's a mental block where I just refuse to want to use pitching against Atlanta. No, believing that their offense is better than it has been, but maybe we do have to close our eyes and just consider Scott for a little bit. The other side, Grant Holmes. I'm just not playing Grant Holmes. I don't remember why he left. Did he leave the last one? Oh, he was out of the bullpen. That's what it was. I was going to say 47 pitches seems pretty gross, but he's stepping back into the rotation. He's capable of going 90-plus pitches. Obviously, he just did that, a week and a half ago. But walks have been an issue. Strikeouts have not really been there. So as much as the Mets offense has struggled, I just don't think Holmes is somebody we want to use. I would rather use Scott in that game, and even then, I'm not sure I'm going to get there. Colorado, San Francisco in Coors. Feltner's best start of the season came against San Francisco in Coors. With that said, he just doesn't seem to offer enough upside. It's an 11-game slate. I just don't think we're winning GPPs with 15 to 17. I get it, he's 5K, etc., but I want some raw upside, and I just don't know that Feltner has enough. He struck out 2 in that start. His overall home numbers have been pretty good, minus the fact that he just doesn't strike anybody out, and we kind of need that upside. On the other side, Logan Webb. Webb has looked phenomenal over the last month. Pitching in Coors, he was pretty solid, minus he only went 4 1/3. Pitch count issues. 6 base runners because he walked 3. Normally doesn't happen for Logan Webb. Normally, I'd much prefer him at home. This season, his splits are even better for the road, so it's nice to see. It's Colorado. I don't mind picking on Colorado. They have been at home, so they're, kind of accustomed, feeling good, but I still like Logan Webb. I'd like to look into his career numbers in Coors just to see if he does have, 1-game sample upside or not. Tampa Bay and Houston. Arrighetti, taking on an offense that's been pretty hot, and Arrighetti comes in giving up 6 home runs over his last 2 starts. 6 home runs in 9 innings. Those 9 innings came with 15 strikeouts, so the strikeouts have been there, but Tampa Bay doesn't strike out all that much. I just don't think I can get to Arrighetti with the way that Tampa Bay has looked offensively. Nick Martinez on the other side. He's been steady and fine, but I just don't think there's enough out of him. I know earlier in the season he had some upside. I think the regression numbers have kind of hit him a little bit from an upside standpoint. He's still pitching and being a real life pitcher better than he is for DFS purposes. We definitely have seen Houston's offense struggle at times, but I just don't think I'm getting to Nick Martinez on an 11-game slate. Boston and the Angels. I think both pitchers in this matchup are firmly in play. Jake Bennett, facing off against a team that strikes out the most in baseball, has looked pretty good at each of his last 3 appearances, especially 2 starts ago in Coors. 9 strikeouts in Coors for a young pitcher. Pretty strong. Pretty decent start against the Yankees, but only 3 strikeouts. I like the upside. I mean, 87 pitches last time out, maybe. I mean, there's an extra day of rest. Maybe they get him to 90, 95. They've kept him at, 87 or fewer the entire time, but I'm interested a little bit. And I think the field probably will be, because I think it's just play a pitcher against the Angels for upside. Reed Detmers on the other side, really good. 2 starts ago was pretty rough. Last start had some walk issues, but still pretty strong. Definitely somebody I'm interested in. I think overall Boston's lineup is weak enough against left-handed pitching. He's been better when at home. His K numbers are stronger. Walk rate drops, etc. I think he's kind of been a little bit unlucky from an earned run standpoint when pitching at home, given the other numbers. Plus, he has yet to pick up a W at home, despite a batting average allowed of 199 against at home. I think Reed Detmers is a phenomenal GPP option for us. Miami and the A's, I'm not getting to either pitcher in Sacramento. I like Jack Perkins from a reverse split standpoint. I just don't know that it's a great spot for him. But you could talk me into considering him because Miami is coming out of Coors. Milwaukee, Arizona. Kyle Harrison's intriguing. He has plenty of upside. Arizona just doesn't seem to strike out enough against left-handed pitching, which bothers me. But he's been pretty steady. And then 16 strikeouts over his last 11 and third. I think you can do worse than play Kyle Harrison on this slate. Toronto and Seattle. Dylan Cease, big-time K upside, especially in this matchup. Problem is it comes with big-time walk upside as well. 13 walks over his last 15 and a third. That does come with 25 strikeouts. Walks and then leading to home runs could happen. He's done a good job this year of keeping the ball in the ballpark overall. Just 5 home runs allowed and 15 starts. I believe he's had some issues in the past. He's not as strong on the road, but this is a pitcher's park, so I'm all for Dylan Cease and the upside. On the other side, Luis Castillo, coming off of a decent performance. I'm not getting there on Luis Castillo. I just don't think there's enough K upside. The matchup's not great for Ks, plus he's just not a big K guy at this point. Last game on the slate, the Padres and the Dodgers. Ohtani. Obviously, Ohtani's going to be in play for us, and of course they have his pitching stats listed here, hitting stats, so don't get to see what his splits are, but Ohtani's just always going to be in play for me, or almost always, and getting to pitch at home. San Diego's offense has been weak enough. I know they've warmed up a little bit over the last, I guess, week to 10 days, but still, it's not an offense that I'm super fearful of. On the other side, Michael King, his last start was against this Dodgers squad. 4 walks and 4 and a third, not the best performance. But his best start of the season came against the same Dodgers squad nearly 2 months ago, a month and a half-ish. 34 fantasy points, pretty strong start for Michael King. It's just one of 2 starts above 6 strikeouts on the season, so it's tough to kind of chase that performance. He has the ability to show up. There's no doubt about it. I just don't think we need to risk it on this slate. But if you wanted to play some leverage, even though I don't expect the Dodgers to be overly popular as a stack, you wanted a little bit of leverage there, I'd consider Michael King. I just don't think I'm going to get there. But there we have it. There's our first look at the slate this evening. Hopefully that helps you kind of cut down the pitcher pool, makes it a little bit more manageable for your research, and allows you to then trim it from, I'm not sure how many guys we had a lean towards, maybe 12 or so. Find a way to get it down to 8, maybe 9, and then you can focus on your stacks. But if you enjoy what I bring to you, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn the notification bell, and get the alert anytime we drop videos here at DFS Army. If you want to join us, get access to our coaches, tools, sheets, Discord, etc., there will be a link in the description below. You can use promo code RAZ, that's R-A-Z, for 10% off any MLB package, or Best Ball 2026 gets you 20% off any NFL or VIP Core 4 membership. That Core 4 does include baseball. There is a link to the merch store. You can check out my hoodie and some of the other designs. And as always, best of luck, everybody.